though.
Let's be realistic, okay? Let's really be realistic, okay? And let me look at the camera, bro. Are you really that offended over Clout Chaser? Bro?
Yeah.
Clout Chaser, the man that you sit next to, right? Salute to and he should know this, has been called way worse.
Facts.
I guess maybe possessive.
Yo, fight for your man, bro.
Yo, you watch yourself there, brother. Watch yourself.
Drake is my friend.
What's worse, posting an album that has a diss track on it or wearing the Swarovski chain?
Wearing the chain. And I'm just being fair, and I put 5, but I'm just being fair. Wearing the chain is worse, bro.
I don't know. Drake didn't have direct beef with the mustache man, you know?
So even before getting into the police force, you were just full in on making the music.
But I feel like it could be empowering as well. Like if you're a fan and you're bumping it, boop boop, that's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the,
it is.
Yeah, that's me. You know?
We love hip hop.
Put a little We Love Hip Hop thing over it there.
Well, the awards caused a little bit of a tiffy, so I gave out some awards last week. You know, I was trying to show love to the city.
Keyword Natural gave out awards.
Yeah, but the whole platform, I think the audience enjoyed the awards, but the recipients of the awards did not enjoy it at all. But it was the shady awards, you know. I gave out Cloud Chase of the Year, Waistsuits of the Year, Biggest Follow-Up of the Year, so I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be so gracious to accept that award either. So
okay, so let's just bury the lead. Okay, somebody got pissed off. A couple of people. Icy got pissed, right? Did he get pissed or did he just get a little peeved?
No, I think he got. Well, the way I perceived it, he got well vexed. Though. Man was on live stream saying a whole bunch of. I don't know. I was just wow, he's going off. So I'm this is a crash out still.
Okay.
I could classify that as a crash out.
And then what about the next man there, Underground Nation? Oh shit, we said his name.
D.O. Nation. Oh man. D.O. Nation. Sensitive Sam.
Oh shit. There's gonna be about 10 live streams right now that the man's name has been said. Holy.
Okay, we'll do Icy for pause. We'll start with Icy because chronologically, I feel like that's how it happened, and then
and also in the hierarchy.
So how did you first see the live?
You sent it to me.
Okay, good. I was it better be me.
Yo, minding my business. I'm having an amazing day. You know what I mean? It was a snowstorm and everything, but I made it to work. Everything's proper. You know, I was slacking off crazy though. You know, it was to a point where I was literally not even at my location. I was out. I was at Second Cup. I had cause you know how I do my little finesse with the tea. With the sales or whatever, right? So my Second Cup, I'm drinking my tea, everything's blessed. Then I get a DM from Zar.
The bat signal.
She's yo, he's wildin' or something like that. I'm yo, I already know.
He's dissing.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. So then I see it was an Icy Springer live. I'm oh, don't tell me I'm getting dissected right now.
Brother.
I don't want no man to dissect me still. That just sounds crazy. It sounds like a grade 9 science class or something, you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, so I'm tapping in. I'm just in there, but the man has me restricted or something, so I can't comment, I can't join. And he's going off oh, yo, this Natural, we don't know him from nowhere. If he wasn't on We Love Hip Hop, he'd have no motion, da-da-da. And it's content, you know, so I could take it. I'm not really I don't really care, you know what I mean? And I have more followers on all platforms. My numbers is better on all platforms. So I don't really, you know, I didn't really care about all that, you know what I mean? But then he started taking it to a next level, you know, where
sorry, I'm late on that sound effect.
Yo, the man started taking it to another level, a level where I am not prepared to take it personally. You know what I mean? He started bringing violence talks, you know what I mean? So and me just knowing who I am, okay, I called bro Gossip Girl of the Year. You know what I mean? Being a man, I didn't think it was that serious, but also a man, you know, being called out in any way, especially being called a girl. I understand why he would take it. So I'm just
I knew it was going to be that serious the moment you said it.
It was the girl part.
Yeah.
So yo, you know what? It's not even that serious though. I'm not trying to be on site with no mans. You know, I don't want to see a man and then have to react in any way. You know,
Not
what I mean?
over jokes, bro.
You know what I mean? Like I react to yell them when I see them on roads. You know, like so I so I had to join the live. You know, and I'm just like I retracted my statement. You know, because I'm like I'm not trying to have it up with IC still. You know, like he's a content creator out here. You know, I kind of respect what he does for the most part. You know, like he did create his motion.
Kinda.
For the most part, you know, because we started talking about the difference in content. Because he's like, oh, I have, I'm talking about girls' business on live stream, blah, blah, blah. What's wrong with having girls? I'm like, I have girls in my content as well.
Hold on. He said, what's wrong with having girls? You didn't say having girls. Cool. You got a girlfriend or everything crisp. Like, salute to Janae. You said talking about gal business.
Exactly. So I said in my content, I have women as well, but the gal are shaking body,
having a good time,
having an amazing time.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? But the gal that he has in there, like, but I'm not gonna downplay his content. I'm just saying that there's difference in content that we do. So, you know, I'm gonna let him stay in his lane. You know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. You know, like so.
Let him woo the woo and the woo.
Yeah, I'm not trying to woo with him. So I wasn't trying to woo with him still. You know, but then Sam. DL Nation, he's one of Icy's minions or whatever. So he's just dispelling pure misinformation in the live stream, like just going crazy. And I'm like, yo, the reason why I gave you the Clout Chaser award is because you claim to be a journalist, but you don't have the integrity of a journalist. And so for him to be like dispelling quote unquote facts that are not true in this live stream, like the man's trying to say I pay them to be in my videos, which is not true. Try to say that I pay ads and bots and all this stuff, and like he's saying it factually, which is not true. So, and
did he like feel like that he's acting like he went and did some research and found this information or something?
Yeah, and the man's going and like he did some deep dive and he found like so he started looking at my YouTube, but I don't even use YouTube, so that's not even a good metric. But yeah, it's
okay. I'm gonna say something and we can leave this segment alone because what are we, about 6 minutes or so? We don't want to spend too much time.
Exactly.
At least about 8 minutes, as much to monetize. Okay. But I will say this because I know Sam, he's been trying to do his thing for a while. He's, you know, in this content game or whatever. One, I don't think he's as mad as he says he is.
He's doing the fake crash out to get the views.
Fake crash out thing, right?
And like, okay, so he did his own live stream. And then, the man had like 10 people in there, including me and Zar. So like he's trying to crash out, trying to get it up there, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, let me, add me in there. I'll turn it up for you a little bit. So eventually Zar convinces him to add me because he wasn't trying to add me in the live.
Yeah.
As soon as I get in there, 50, you know what I mean? We're turning it up. But because I was like, he wasn't ready to spar mentally.
You got kicked right away.
Yeah.
And he said some choice words, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not going to repeat over here on God's internet, okay? However, I will say this, like, if he is even in any way emotionally, like, charged about this, he needs to chill, all right? Because, like, and I said this in a chat, in a live stream, like, bro, you might not be built for it because you did the syrup in the mouth thing looking hella pause, and then when everybody was on you, you acted like you couldn't handle it.
Yep.
Man called you a clout chaser, which is like the tamest thing that you can be called on the internet.
The man said I hurt his feelings when I said that. Bro.
Oh my God. And that's why I say you might have to pack it up, fam.
I'm sorry, as a 30-year-old man, a man can never hurt my feelings still. Like, I've been through so much in life where like anything a man could say, like that's not gonna affect me still.
Let's be realistic, okay? Let's really be realistic, okay? And let me look at the camera, bro. Are you really that offended over clout chaser?
Clout chaser of the year? That's big things, bro.
No, but just clout chaser alone.
No, for
as a content creator,
no facts,
who has done something that can be called cloudy.
And even in the clip, you said like, yo, you could be in the runnings for it as well. You know what I mean? Like, and even when I was talking to him, I'm like, yo, we're all clout chasing at a certain point, you know? You've just done things this year that is indisputably across the board clout chasing. And it's not only me saying it, you know, but.
And also I did see that time there, Underground Nation, because he does like this, just tries anything for the content. And I will call you out today. And I might save the rest for the live stream if I'm feeling froggy. But when he was a member for a short space of time, there was a video and I forgot what interview it was, but it was a big interview that I had behind the members wall. And the man was ready to go and react to it on his live stream from the members section
Before it was released.
before it was released.
Mhm.
However, I was releasing it that day,
Yeah.
and I switched the settings to Premiere. And I'd seen him in the live stream, and he went to go pull up the thing, and he's like, it's not available anymore. No, motherfucker, it's not available anymore. And if it was still in the member section, you would have violated me by reacting to something in the member section just because now you have access. So if that's the way that you move, brother, then I don't know if you're built for this shit, bro.
The last thing I want to say is like a lot of these content creators, they don't make content in good faith. In the sense of these mans, they get on the same microphones, the same platforms, and they go crazy as well. They say their opinions, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Yes.
I'm not calling nobody out their name, bro. If I'm giving criticism, it's on your music, it's on your content, it's on the stuff you put on the internet for us all to react to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man could react to they could say whatever they want about my things, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I put it on the internet so people could feel however they want to feel about it, you know? So I just feel like you said that man's need to toughen up a little bit, like...
A lot of bits. Bro, man's called you out on big podcast, eh? Way bigger than friggin' Underground Nation, and I didn't even know. I'm sorry, I said your name again, okay?
DL Nation.
Right? But way bigger friggin' platforms than that. Calling you all type of, I don't know who this natural guy, and da-da-da. Did you at any point, when we were having the quote-unquote pod wars, call Zoe or any of them out of their name, suck your mom, or any of this wild shit that this guy's doing? Like, he needs to relax, bro.
Yeah.
Clout chaser, the man that you sit next to, right? Salute to Gutsy Guts, and he should know this, has been called way worse shit.
Facts.
He should be like, yo, bro, relax, bro. Clout chasing is the least of things that you need to worry about being called, bro.
It's super mild still.
Yes, fam. It's like if it was on a burger, fam, you wouldn't get no spice.
That's
fam.
a nothing burger still.
A super nothing burger, bro.
Okay, but here's what I will ask, because when we were on TikTok Live, I asked Sam, I said, is it the fact that you saw 3 people that you know and then it looked like we were talking ish, so you felt like betrayed in a sense? Maybe I think the only reason it hurt him is because like we're cool with him.
He ain't hurt, bro. He's lying.
I don't know, man. Didn't he block you?
He blocked me and stuff.
Like,
But like,
Because he saw Icy go on a whole unfollow friggin' rant earlier, and he said, that's cool. Let me try the same thing. It's follow body shit, bro.
yeah, he's literally an ice minion, so he's been trying to, that's why he kicked me off the live, because he's trying to do his icy thing, but it doesn't hit the same when
The
you're...
man's using his slang. Woo, woo. Yo,
Yeah, literally.
Icy made up that slang. Allow the man with his slang, fam. Come up with your own shit.
It hits when you kick a man off your live and then the viewers stay the same. If you kick me off the live and then 90% of the viewers leave, you know, it doesn't hit. You know what I
And
mean?
you're screaming at the friggin' screaming into your pillow, bro. Like he usually does.
a little jab from Friday Ricky Dread over there, eh?
little kung fu over there. Okay, one more thing before we start the pod. I want to get you guys' opinions because there's been a very viral thing that's been going on between Top 5 and Drake.
Crazy.
Okay. Recently I don't need to go over it. Right? He posted Kendrick in his stories, but since then he's gone off. He's went over to he's gone on Trapler Ross's platform.
And he said there's no more Drake stimulus package. He's better off without Drake in 2026. He went on Axe platform too.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on
He
that?
said, yo, it's up for Chubbs. Where's Chubbs? I'm trying to find that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Are you guys okay with the move? And let me just give you guys a little context. All right, you guys already know the context because you heard podding, right? But like for the audience, like obviously the issues he has with Pressa and them mans or whatever is up, okay? You know, he got his neck slashed in friggin' in UK. He's like, why are you even posting these guys?
and YG just dropped a GGG diss track today.
Yes. Why are you even posting these guys? Does it constitute crashing out on Drake? Like, we just talked about somebody crashing out on us. We're way smaller level. You're crashing out on the biggest rapper in the world, fam.
I mean, me personally, I don't think it was a good move, but I can understand him standing behind the principle of loyalty and, you know, restating that, okay, if you're going to post my op, I'll post your op, right?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
an eye for an eye situation. But if you look at, you know, the overall relationship between 5 and Drake and, you know, what Drake has given to Top 5 in terms of popularity and credibility to an extent,
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of shot himself in the foot by doing this. it also
So
shows.
if a man gives you bread, he could do whatever he wants.
No, I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't say it like that, but I also think that like you got to understand how to move like politically wise. Like you
I agree
can't just
with you,
follow
Sam.
your impulse. You have to understand that Drake probably has a pre-existing relationship with Pressa.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably business. Who knows? Maybe they gave Drake a little bag to post that. I don't know. You don't know the circumstance.
And they have a song together that never got released.
And it's kind of like you're trying to control Drake's relationship with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can't be friends with this guy. You can't post this. And then it becomes a little bit of a...
He's territorial, eh?
I guess, maybe. Possessive.
Yo, fight for your man, bro.
Yo, you watch yourself there, brother. Watch yourself.
Drake is my friend. Drake is my friend.
Let me show. But like, to be honest, like, I don't know. I kind of understand. Although I don't think it's the best move. You know what I mean? But like... Okay, he had a tumultuous like end of the year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is just another thing for the BFR mans to be like, oh yeah, and Drake's posting our stuff. And there's like a diss track on the album.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I could kind of see why he did it, you know, and as a K-bot, you know, I'm like, yeah, let's get it, you know? But
great choice of song, right?
But I don't know. I agree with that. I don't think it was the best move still.
Yeah. In all actuality, like, okay, let me even take it away from top 5 and then for a second. Okay, the situation at hand, right? Somebody that you don't fuck with is hanging out with one of your friends. You know what I'm saying? Your friend is friends with both of you guys, but like, fam, what am I supposed to do? Not hang out with none of you guys? Like, fam, like, what? Like, I feel like I'm in this situation. You go to hang out with friggin'
Vegas and
Gutsy. We're cool now, but we weren't always cool now. We weren't always cool. And like, I wasn't like, yo, Czar, what the fuck? You know, and start posting Czar, yo, Czar K, because you're hanging out with freaking Gutsy and them.
Start posting Czar's Opps.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, would you guys move the same way in a different situation, and like in a more personal situation?
Nah, because they were friends before. Okay, they're all friends, and then because y'all fall out, like I have to fall out with them as well. Like I think that's not fair. Like I have a personal friend that like we were best friends or whatever, but then he ended up snaking me, so like I don't rock with him anymore.
Right.
But we still have mutual friends. I don't expect our mutual friends to not rock with him as well, just because we went through whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And I also feel like it depends on how close I am to one individual and what tier of op the other individual is, you know? Like if it's just someone like I don't like, whatever, like, okay, who cares? Or like, you know, some small conflict. But if it's like some type of street or violent element to it,
but it is
where it's like, then you're gonna feel away. So that's why I kind of understand why he would have reacted like that and felt away. But I still think you got to assess like the power hierarchy in the situation and understand that, you know, someone of Drake's caliber, you're not gonna get along with everyone Drake gets along with. You can't like control that in a sense.
Is it hypocritical because like he'll link Ak and be like, yo, Ak, the man's
easy.
Yo, the man's on the phone with Ak, and he's like, yo, Ak, do you love me? So and then Ak is still like rocking with Pressa and rocking with so you're cool with Ak and Ak is playing both sides, but you're not cool with Drake. You know, they rock with Neon and Neon is playing both sides.
Yes. And also I will give in top 5 defense, maybe Drake has done some of that too when it came to this Drake and Kendrick stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you see certain mans that are running with Kendrick's camp, they're out of the books, fam. I'm not fucking with you no more. And we've seen that over and over again during that time. So you can't turn around and be like, whatever, I'm just posting one of the man then, bro. Like, no, like I thought we were friends.
But Czar just made a good point. Like top 5 linked up with Yeezy, one of Drake's top op. Czar, I mean, top 5 wore the
Swash chain.
You know?
Yeah.
The Swarovski chain. So
that's dissing 50% of Drake right there.
Basically.
So it's like, is that cool? But like, okay, I posted Broski's mixtape. It's like,
I think that, and salute to Keep Six, and we'll get off of this in a second, but Keep Six posted on his Twitter saying that the beef started months ago. I think low key it was kind of around the time when when he went to go see Ye.
You think so, eh?
I can't confirm.
But he linked up with Drake in the UK after. But
yes,
then,
but still,
but look what
fam.
happened.
We ain't gonna put that on Drake's jacket right there. That's crazy. No, but
SMS XXX. That's the only time I shoot below the neck.
But I do think that even if they were cool, it might have been like, I might have to look at you a little bit different. Like, bro, you went hung out with my ops, who, you know, low-key helped to expose when I was having a kid.
Yeah.
Like, serious things, you know what I'm saying? And then you diss my religion, fam? You're putting on the chain, fam? Like,
yeah, that's crazy stuff.
His mom, Dukes, is probably like, that's your friend?
What's worse? Posting an album that has a diss track on it or wearing the Swarovski chain?
Wearing the chain. And I'm just being fair, and I fuck with 5, like, but I'm just being fair. Wearing the chain is worse, bro.
I don't know. Drake didn't have direct beef with the mustache man, you know?
Okay.
Nah, wearing the chain is worse, though. Wearing the chain is worse. And I'm a Ye fan, like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually a Ye fan.
And Ye's not even on that anymore. He went and apologized. So it's like, fam, like, he went all out, and it's like, the man's not even on that. Like, Ye changes with the wind. Don't trust him.
Yeah,
You know
not
what
on
I'm
that for now.
Yes. So you were willing to go and take the chance when the man could just change tomorrow to diss me.
But Top 5 was probably thinking, look how many times Ye and Drake beefed, and then like they broke up and made up bare times. So Top 5 was probably thinking like, okay, this is not a serious street beef thing. Like, no one lost their lives over this. No one got yinged over this.
But his comments about wanting to fight Chubbs, for example, do you think they'll just perceive that as trolling, or are they going to take that seriously?
I think they'll take it seriously, but they ain't gonna do shit about it.
And you know, and Top 5 was on stream saying he confirmed that Chubbs was getting the hand-me-downs. You know what I mean? Like, that's a direct affiliate confirming the bars in the track. Like,
yeah, but how credible is 5 when it comes to like the truth,
you know what the Americans are gonna say? Oh, top OVO affiliate confirms Kendrick bars.
Bro, in the titles of the video, yes, they put Drake
That's
Shooter.
That's what they're saying, yeah, bro.
Or Drake's friend. They put Drake's friend or Drake's Shooter. They never just put Top 5. You know what I'm saying? So everything kind of like directs back to Drake in the end of the day. They got to figure this shit out, bro. They got to figure it out.
It's looking crazy in the OVO sweatshop right now. I'm seeing Baka and Smiley doing peer link ups right now.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe if they fuse audiences, then I could get it there, you know?
Okay, let's start the show because there's a part of me that wants to say something crazy.
Me, I gauged Friday's reactions to see how
oh, bro, no, if it was a volleyball game, like you set up the volley and I was about to spike it, and I was like, Friday, you already got in enough trouble. You're good with the boy right now. Just shut the fuck up, all right? I ain't gonna talk about the views.
Oh man,
let's start the show before we get into any trouble here. Holy.
Saying his 5,000 views, his 5,000 views. Now we got 10,000 views.
Nice 10 right there.
Yeah. Maybe one of their music videos will equal up to a We Love Hip Hop video one day.
We love hip hop.
Is that the part of the pod that we cut out of YouTube?
We love hip hop.
See, Zar was in his Jolly Jumper when that came out.
We the same age.
You guys are still on the pacifier them times. Right? Holy. Oh man, let's get it started here, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Podcast Poppy, aka I got no more AKAs today, man. Friday Ricky Fed. We'll call me that.
Friday Ricky Fed. No, very fitting. Very fitting.
I'll run with that one today, man. We back over here, episode 640. B3 Studios. We got back in the building, the Turkish Thrill, the one who pacifies any situation out there. Okay. We also might see him at any wedding or any event. All right, playing ABBA's favorite hits or best hits.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. DJs are in the motherfucking
Yes,
building.
sir. Yes, sir.
Boy
DJs
George.
are. AKA Burrow Sound. AKA George. AKA Cheeseburger. AKA Zarly Kirk. Back at it like a crack addict.
You know the
Yes, sir.
artist, Boy George?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Karma Chameleon, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we got back at it, the shit disturber of the city.
Rage Baiter of the year.
The boogeyman.
the boogeyman. You might see him on your TikTok screen getting real motion, no bots.
Jeez.
Okay, you might see him with a gal that he didn't have to pay for. Okay, you might see him wearing drip that looks way better than anything that you could think of in your own imagination.
Jeez, damn, hype me up.
DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
You already know Wagwan. Hide your wife, hide your shotty. Dio Nation. Well, he doesn't have any shotties to hide. It's raining, man.
Oh no. Don't make me do it, man. Oh man, but welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back. And this big salute to the sponsors. Y'all have already seen them roll across the bottom of the screen in this episode here.
No samples today, eh?
No samples today. But okay.
I wonder why.
We've gotten through our formalities, everything like that. I think we should bring on our guest.
Yes.
And you know what? I should bring up some music first here. Let me bring up some.
What song are you going to play
And
for our
before
guest?
let me just say anything we say on this episode, either before or now, we're not incriminating ourselves. Nothing. You know, we don't want to look into anything.
Everything's off the record.
Yo, that's funny. You know, I was gonna go with the comedic route, but I'm gonna play one of the tunes here from this gentleman right here because he is an artist as well.
Okay, mad.
So let's run some tunes here and let's get this.
I put some respect on his name.
Yes, put some respect on this nigga name.
Respect the badge, fam. You crazy?
Deal with it. Don't be fooled thinking that this life is only black and white. It's in color, and right now it's looking real vivid. Hey, reality.
Let's get it popping, man. Let's get it popping. Yes, sir. We got in the building here a gentleman that I've seen go viral this about several months ago now.
Yep.
Okay, and I was watching on Instagram, and I was like, I seen an officer spitting fire. Okay, and I was like, yo. We're a hip hop podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we do talk about a lot of wild shit. There's some things that, you know, sometimes we talk about like issues that happen in the city a lot of times. And I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect guest to get in here who can give us some talk about hip hop as well as the different things that we deal with in the community. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
getting real federal.
So with no further ado, I would like to welcome Officer?
Constable, officer, whatever.
Constable Dennis Dunkley in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
What is the difference between an officer and a constable?
So in Canada, like in the States, it's different. Like in Canada,
A little bit closer.
you know, am I good?
Yeah.
All right. So in Canada, an officer is like, you can be a detective, you're still an officer. You could be, you know, like any capacity of police officer. You know, you can be an officer. A constable is specifically what they call officer in the States, like on the, you know, boots on the ground, on the road. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
so I'm an officer.
So like it's basically like any officer of the court type thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could like officer covers a wide range.
Yeah.
But since we follow like the British system, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go by constable, right? It just means like police officer essentially.
And are there different ranks of constables or just after
there's
constable
only-
there's another one?
Yeah. So after constable, you would go sergeant, then staff sergeant, and so on and so on, right? Inspector.
Yeah. So
Wow.
even like from, you know, your neighborhood and stuff like that, before we even get into like some of the stuff that you deal with it as an officer or as a constable, like what neighborhood are you from originally?
So I'm from. I was born and like raised initially in North York.
Okay.
Like Allenbury Gardens. That's where I was at. But then I moved to Saga as a teenager, or as maybe a little younger than teenager, and I'm pretty much a Saga man, right? So
Okay.
But now I work in Toronto, so back in North York.
Yeah. And like, from when you were young? Like, did you always want to be in the police force, or was it you had a different path before?
Nah. So if you asked me like 3.5 years ago if I was gonna be a cop, I would have said nah. I did flirt with the idea when I was like in my like early 20, like 20, like my early 20s, maybe 20.
Okay.
And I applied, didn't make it at that time. And then I kind of put it out of my head, started doing the music, and I was like, because I was doing hip hop, I was like, I kind of put policing, because even though I wasn't doing Grammy lyrics, nothing like that, I still knew like, okay, police hip hop don't really mix, you know what I mean?
Doesn't really mix, yeah.
So I kind of put that aside, you know? And then years later, just about 3 years ago now, I was like, you know what? Like I was working, I was still putting out the music. The music was doing all right. I was traveling around the US and everywhere doing the music, but I was like, I need some more stability. Let me just revisit that officer thing. And I applied and I got through quick. So, you know.
Like, what was your mindset at 20 to make you want to become an officer?
So I got family on the job. My uncle's a detective at the time, still a detective sergeant now. And I was just like, you know, I need something to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
like you weren't trying to like make a difference or anything. It was more so just like a respectable job type thing.
Now that's more the case. When I was 20, it was more like let me just get a job, right?
Okay.
Which is probably why I didn't make it, because my heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So fast forward like to more recently, I was like, you know what? I do want to do something that makes a difference. Even my music, if you actually listen to the lyrics of my music, you know, it's not super duper social, but my lyrics are edifying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make a difference out there or whatever. So
Would you have classified yourself as a Christian rapper?
I would have. Yeah. I grew up in the church, and I loved hip hop. So I was like, you know what, man? When I started taking church seriously, I was told, you know, the finger was wagged at me. I was
secular
told, music. I was told you can't, like you gotta put hip hop aside. And I'm like, nah, man. So let me find a way to join the two. You know what I mean? So I started doing my I don't know if I like whether I wanted to be classified as a Christian rapper or just a Christian that was a rapper. I just made the music and let them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call me what they wanted to call me, right? But I did tap into so in the States and around the world, actually, there's a big Christian hip hop community, and I did tap into that community. Like I was like the guy in Canada. Like you come here, you look up Dru Bex, you know what I mean?
You were like Canada's Lecrae?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting.
Like,
okay.
So like even before like getting into the police force, you were just full in on making the music. Because when I look at your catalog on Spotify, you have an extensive catalog.
Yeah.
You have like multiple albums.
Yep.
Yeah. So tell me about that before the police force, like places that you've toured as a rapper.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready for the road. Oh,
yeah, so I was doing I was putting out projects, I was collabing, I was always in the States, did South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Did what's the one in Atlanta? EC3 or
I think something like that.
Yeah, I did that. Performed there. Been to Paris. Got booked out in Paris.
Damn.
Shot a video in Paris.
Wow.
All expenses paid. You know what I mean? Plus they paid me. So I was around, man, doing my thing. You know what I mean?
That's dope. Did you ever take advantage of not take advantage of, but like use some of the system that we have out here, like Factor?
So I had
Ontario
applied.
Create.
The funny thing is, I applied for Factor. And I guess because my content was like more, you know, on the Christian side, they basically told me, like, one thing I was doing was my Instagram, I would have like artist photos,
right?
And then I would have like photos of like, you know, like my family and stuff like that, right? And they actually wrote me back and they were like, because I guess the way they operate is like a vote system. They have like a panel or something like that.
Yeah.
And they can choose to comment and give you some advice or whatever. So they were like, you know, we like your stuff. You make good music, but your you know, one of the things we want to see you do is separate your art from your personal life, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that they didn't really realize is that if you're talking like in the Christian rap, they want to see family. They want to see all of that, right? So I was like, all right, it's just not for me, right? So I didn't get Factor.
That's crazy that they didn't want you to, like, they were trying to discourage you from being more spiritually connected and family oriented in your music. Like, what did they want you to be, a heathen?
they want. I mean, they want to push. Like they want to put their money behind somebody that they think is going to be successful, right?
So they don't think that could be successful?
I guess not. They think you got to be like, you got to appear like an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably didn't
So-
think you were a quote unquote serious artist because like your Instagram tiles wasn't perfectly aligned or all this like, you know, like
Yeah.
Plus, for them, like marketing a Christian rapper is a more limited scope than like a secular,
exactly,
worldly rapper,
exactly,
right?
I didn't put myself like when I applied. I didn't like say, "Hey, I'm a Christian rapper," but I'm sure they heard the songs, heard the lyrics,
Mhm.
and they're like, "All right, yeah, we can't really market this to the scale, like you said, that they can market."
I seen enough
somebody else, right?
LGBTQ rappers getting pure grants and all them thing there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like what Kanye said on Jesus Walks. Like if I talk about God in my record, it won't get played,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
there you go. Right. So-
Yeah, basically.
mhm.
So, and as you started to like, okay, so you decide now, okay, you're making your music. About how many years ago did you get into, you joined the police force?
Oh, only believe it or not, like I joined the police late. Like I've only been on the road for 2 years.
Wow.
I got hired about 3 years ago, and I've been on the road 2 years.
Can you
so-
take us through the process? Like not
Yeah.
like with, not procedure, but like the process of like to become like a police, to get into the force, like you got to go through some rigorous training, I would imagine.
Yeah, so it's actually there's some misconceptions. Like one misconception I hear often is that you got to go to school to be a police officer.
Mm.
I mean, they want you to go to school, like
Mhm.
high school at least, minimum. Go to post-secondary, obviously, but not necessarily in policing, in a policing background.
Mm.
They want people from all walks of life, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want just like a bunch of robotic police officers, right? They want people who have experience in different areas that they can bring to policing, right? So,
Yeah.
so basically, you just apply. Well, no, the first thing you do is you make sure you're physically ready because you're like you said, you got to go through some
Mhm.
physical
training,
training,
yeah.
right? You follow the steps on the website. It's pretty self-explanatory on the website. You show up for what they call a shuttle run test. You got to run the shuttle run,
Mhm.
reach level 7.
Mm.
Once you do that, you could apply. No, you got to take some other test online. Once you pass that and get your certificate, you can then apply. Once you apply, they bring you back in to do not only the shuttle run, but another circuit run.
Damn.
You pass that, then they make you an offer.
And
You know what I
then those shuttles is that like an obstacle course thing you're talking about?
Yeah, you got to wear like a weighted vest and run up and
Mhm.
jump over, like, look over a wall, crawl under a thing, like, yeah.
Crazy.
all
Are
that
the
stuff, right?
are the physical endurance tests more relaxed now than they were before? Because I feel like the boy in emergency back in the day, they're like army veterans.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
seem
yeah,
like you know, like wrestlers, but the army, the police I see now, enough of them are like
Yeah,
a little bit like overweight. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Unathletic. Like I've seen mans get dusted.
yeah.
You
yeah.
know, so like
Well,
Yeah.
part of that is dudes are physically fit when they get on, and then a few years on, sometimes
okay.
Start
they lose it.
lax. Yeah.
But also, I would probably guess, I would probably say that it probably has gotten a little less rigorous.
Mhm.
you know the Chief Wiggums type.
Yeah.
So okay, and you said something also natural that piqued my attention also because you said the boy them, right?
Yeah.
Do policemen get like offended by certain terms like cop, boy them? Obviously, pig is going to be something offensive, but
Yeah.
like just certain terms that we just use to Babylon, like
yeah. I mean, I can't speak for like all the officers. I know I don't get offended.
Mm.
Sometimes it like, ooh, like, you know, like, for example, I listen to a lot of music, you say Babylon, right?
Yeah.
Babylon, and I'm just like, you know,
Talk
but,
about me.
yeah, you know what I mean? But it's just like, so yeah, like me personally, I'll speak for myself. I don't really get offended, but sometimes it's a little bit like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I hear it on a track, whatever, I'm just like, you know, but
So like, you know, songs like, you know, we're thinking about KRS-One, Sound of the Police, and
Mhm.
NWA, Fuck the Police and shit like that. When you or friggin' Ice-T when he was with Body Count, the Cop Killer song. Like when you hear stuff like that, are you like, do you cringe?
I mean, I haven't, out of those three, the only one that I've heard
I'm an old
recently,
ass. So, yeah.
out of those three, the only one that I heard recently was the KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it on. Like I put it on. I'm like, yeah, I haven't heard a song in a while. I put it on. Didn't really bother me. I don't really revisit those old songs a lot. So I haven't. I don't know how it's gonna affect me because I haven't revisited it.
But I feel like as a it could be empowering as well. Like if like you're a Fed and you're bumping boop, boop, that's the sound of the police. That's the
Yeah,
sound
you're
of
like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's me. I hear them.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard you guys like that song.
I mean, I put it on. I was like, hey, I haven't heard the song. I put it on.
What's your are you Caribbean background?
Yeah, Jamaican and Trini.
Okay, so like Wax Cartel has Mr. Officer and those type of songs as well, you know? So like, do you hear a lot of those kind of songs too?
I mean, yeah, like when I hear it, it is what it is. I heard Lil Wayne, you know, Mrs. whatever it's called. Is it Mrs.
But I feel like
Officer?
those songs are more calm. Like
Yeah,
Wayne's
yeah.
talking about like the baddie officer. Cartel's just talking about he just got like arrested for a kush. He's not really talking about smoking on why, you know?
Yeah.
The most recent example I could think of where I was like, ooh, was Drizzy when he the album with 21 Savage.
Mhm.
Where he says, get a lot of love from 12, but I don't reciprocate. You know what I mean?
You're like,
Like,
damn, Drake.
Like hear stuff like that. It's like, all right, like I'm a huge Drake fan, so I hear that and it's just like I just let it, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like I
You don't
expect
reciprocate.
I mean, dude's a rapper. What do you want him to say, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you said you're a huge Drake fan.
Yeah.
I just have to ask you, with the whole battle, what's your perception on it real quick? On like the back and forth, like how did you feel going
With Top 5 or with
with Kendrick and Drake?
with Kendrick and Drake? I was obviously like Team Drake. I'm Team Drizzy. You know what I mean? Like I rock with Kendrick too, but I've always been a Drizzy fan. So I was definitely Team Drizzy. So I celebrated the W's and cried over the L's. You know what I mean? And then the more recent L's, I was like, he's doing it to himself. Right? I kind of felt like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
When you decided to become a police officer, were any of your peers critical or skeptical of your decision?
Good question.
Nah, not really, because by the time I decided to become a police officer, people I was surrounded with were not, like I wasn't surrounded by people who were like on the opposite side of the law. or
The
something
man
like
grew up
that.
in the church. They're probably applauding it. Finally,
Yeah, you know what I
Caribbean
mean?
church. They're like,
Yeah.
There's one situation where I had an opportunity to meet a local rapper because I found out that. So when I started rapping in the church originally was like not cool with it.
You're right.
But there was a couple in the church that really took me, like that really was championing it. They had me over at their house. They basically took me in. The woman, the wife was the choir leader, so she kind of taught me how to sing.
Wow.
The dad was the bass player in the church. Took me in and everything. So that happened. Like I grew up with that family, know the kids and everything. And then fast forward like 20 years, you know what I mean? To like more recently before I became a cop, I reconnected with the family, and I'm looking on Facebook and I see they're wearing certain apparel and all that stuff, and I'm just like, yo, what's up with this, right?
Yeah.
So I reach out and I find out that they have another son that I just never knew because he left the house before I got a chance to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
And that son is somebody notable in the city.
Oh.
And then I was like, yo, but this is before I was become a cop. I was like,
Yeah.
they were like, yo, you want to meet? And I'm like, yeah, let's link, right? Because I do music, he does music. So we were going to link. But then when I decided to become a cop, I said, you know what? I'm going to not link because conflict of interest, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the person's name because I don't want to tie him to like whatever, but you know what I mean? I was
It can
like,
get tricky.
I'm not going to meet this person, right?
Yeah. No. That's good because it can get tricky in the rap game, right? Like, we don't care, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we'll sit here with a police officer and whatever. But for like a rapper's image,
and that's why I did it more for like I did it for me as well, just to not make things complicated. But I was thinking more like I don't want to
jam him up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't know I'm a cop. He doesn't know whatever.
Yeah.
He'll come to the house. I'll meet him, and then he'll find out I'm white and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be good for him. So I'm just like, let me just
I have a question for you. Okay, because I watch a lot of body cam videos. You know, like I think that's super entertaining. And there's a lot of different characters you meet, like even like a small like shoplifting, like once you start wilding out, it could escalate. What is like one of the craziest situations you've been in, or like what is one of the craziest calls you've ever been on?
So I don't know if y'all remember in April this year, there was a shooting in an officer-involved shooting, Bathurst in Bathurst and Shepherd area.
Okay.
So that's where I work. And I wasn't there for the shooting part, but I'll tell you what happened. So I went home. I was done for the day, whatever. I went home. And as soon as I got home, I got a call from the station, yo, you got to come back.
Damn.
Something happened. And I come back and I found out that the guys on my platoon, like not in my station, like my specific platoon, two guys pulled over a car for no front plate. And basically, the video's out there. So I'm not saying anything that is not already out there.
Yeah.
But basically, something happened where they were getting people out of the car for a good reason. And one of the people in the car just pulled out a burner and started shooting, right?
Shit.
So one of my platoon mates got shot. Thankfully, he's okay. But they have to return fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the guy, he's done so, right? So
Yeah.
Well, I think I've seen that video.
He was a
Yeah.
younger dude, right? I think I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah.
the video's out there.
Mhm.
So I wasn't there for that specific call, but I could have been
Mm-hmm.
because I
Yeah.
was just with those guys.
Exactly.
That was my platoon. That was my shift. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, yeah. Like, as far as me being involved, it's only been 2 years. There's a lot of stuff that I've dealt with, but I can't think of like one in particular right now that is like crazier than that, right? So
There's enough bhaktis, and annoying bhaktis, and I
Bro.
know those ones. Still.
So you haven't had a time where like you haven't, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Nah, I mean there's every call you go in with that mentality. Like you never the way that we're trained, like you can't take anything for granted. The simplest
Yeah.
call, oftentimes the simplest calls, like pulling someone over for no front plate,
Exactly.
are the ones that turn deadly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time I go into a situation like any call, I always have that like don't stand directly in front of the door, don't like put your back like find your exit before you enter the room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have that mentality all the time. So I'm always on that kind of high. So I can't really think of any particular time where I wasn't on that level of vigilance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
What's the most common call you'd say you deal with? Because obviously you guys deal with a range of calls, but
Yeah,
what's like
yeah.
the most common on a day-to-day?
Domestic, but no, I'm joking.
no, facts. So
Oh,
a lot
really?
of a lot of domestics are always going to be there, especially like domestics are always going to be there. We get a lot of B&Es like break and enters, and car thefts. Like you said, like unwanted guests where somebody is loitering, like
Oh, okay.
like an underhouse person kind of thing.
Yeah.
Somewhere that they're not supposed to be, and it sucks because it's wintertime now, so it sucks. Kind of feel bad, like hey, they gotta go. But you know what I mean? They gotta go. So that's pretty much the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get your sounds of gunshots and all of that. A lot of times it's fireworks. Sometimes it is gunshots, but you can't confirm it, or So,
Yeah.
I like how. Okay, I'll ask one more question.
Yeah, go for it.
How much nuance or like humanity do you put when you're dealing with a person? Like, there's one time where I got pulled over or whatever, right? But because I was honest with the officer, like he kind of understood my situation and he allowed me. Shout out to that man. He allowed the thing. So like, how much humanity or like how much do you kind of like listen to the person in the exact situation, or is it just like strictly by the book?
Nah. So we have discretion on some things. Some things we don't have discretion.
No, exactly.
But we have discretion on some things. So like traffic stops, we often have discretion. So unless the thing you're doing is egregious, we have discretion.
If you see a gun under the seat.
Yeah, obviously, right?
Wow.
So for me personally, every call I go to, like I'm dealing with people, you know what I mean? People first.
Yeah.
So I try to hear their side of things, unless it's something where I see someone like physically like, you know what I mean? And I got to jump in and just make the arrest.
Yeah.
But if it's just people arguing or it's like a traffic violation or something like that, I listen to what they're saying. Like I try to show humanity, right? That's me every time.
Yeah.
So,
In a multicultural city like Toronto, do you think having police officers from a visible minority helps? Like, have you ever seen that ease the situation or de-escalate the situation?
100%.
Like what? Like, can I?
So I work. So I work in 32 Division. We have like Lawrence Heights or Jungle, right? When I go down there, I can see like I can build a rapport. You know what I mean? And I can see they look at me and they're kind of like, all right, you look like us. You know what I mean? You talk like us, whatever. So it definitely helps as far as building rapport. Not to say that officers who are not Black can't do that, but I think just off the jump, I have the advantage in that regard, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, even for Friday and Natural, like, would you rather get pulled over by like a Black cop or like a white cop? Like, is it like, does it ease your mind if it's like, for you, like, okay, like this is another Black man? Like,
Not necessarily.
or is it even more like, oh, shoot?
I've had times where I've been pulled over by a Black cop and she was doing the most. Yeah, and I wasn't even, I don't know, I just had like I was driving too fast or something, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it all depends on me. That's how I look at it for myself, on the way I speak in the situation. You know what I'm
I just feel like culturally, like, the Black cop would understand the nuances more, you know what I mean? Like, even that one situation where the woman had the boiling water and then she just said, oh, Hail Mary, or she
I
said,
rebuke you. She said,
yeah, exactly.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like if that was a
He
black,
took it as a threat.
yeah, if that was a black
Yeah.
man, he would have realized that's not a threat. But because the cultural difference was there, you know what I mean? So I feel like that does help in those situations for sure.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. What about the gal them? Right? I don't know what your situation is, right?
Mhm.
But like, we had this debate the other day about the firemen and the cops, and y'all were trying to tell me that like hood girls are not fucking with cops. Do hood gal them love cops?
Love is crazy.
Or at least fuck with them? Like, you ever get hit on by like a hood chick?
Yeah, for sure. So I've gone to calls where, you know what I mean, they come out, like the hood girls are the ones that are the most they're like mama lions, man. Like if you I've gone to like certain areas to make an arrest, and the hood girls are the ones like, leave him alone. Da, 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 you know, like cussing me out, whatever. But then when I talk calm to them and like show them that, listen, I understand what we gotta do whatever, and I kind of calm things down, it has turned into like,
what's your snap?
So
You're not so bad.
kind of
you
thing, right?
arrest the youth and
Yeah.
then beat up the moms? That's crazy. Not physically beat, but that's crazy.
Because in those situations, I have to do what I have to do. Like I have to go in and like separate people and make an arrest, whatever.
Exactly.
But once I calm them down and be like, listen, I'm just doing my job. Here's what we're doing, and he's not this and that. We're just, you know, gotta do what we gotta do, whatever. And start talking to them calm. I've had situations where, yeah, like, you know, oh, you're one of the nice ones. Oh, what's your, you know? So I've had those. Yeah.
What's your
But
IG?
But I'm taking. So
Okay, big up. Family man, church man.
and the wifey's a fan of the show, probably even more than me. So
Salute,
big up the wifey.
salute.
All right, don't
Thank
get beat down Friday.
you. I know, we can stir up enough trouble. As an artist, okay, and you're somebody who's watched the Toronto music scene, because as an artist, you've been watching the scene from before
sure.
even being a cop,
For
right?
sure, long time.
What are your thoughts on the Toronto music scene now, especially like the drill wave that has like basically infiltrated a lot of the scene over the years in social media? What are your thoughts on it? Like watching from two perspectives, as an artist and as an officer.
So as an artist, there's a few artists that I rock with. Like I played Press Machine 2. I was listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that album. There's others where I'm just like, man, like we don't really have, like I feel like we don't have, I feel like a lot of the guys right now aren't really spitting like that. You know what I mean? Part of it is I'm a little bit of an old head too, but I still always rock with the newer, like I like new music, you know what I mean? New hip hop.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I wish the talent was a little more, you know, better.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the days, like you had your like guys like Infinite, Ghetto Concept, those guys. I feel like they were, you know, a little more like, I don't know, talented or whatever. I'm probably gonna get like a lot of comments under your video for this, but like, yo, F that guy, whatever. But
That's your opinion. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
but it's my opinion, right? I'm always listening though. I'm always checking for it. I just checked out Sav. I'm always checking for the new stuff. Always
You
trying
listen to
find-
Sav 4 times?
I listened to the album, his newest. I don't know if it's his EP or album, whatever. I listened to that.
So are you able to like disassociate from being a police officer into just being a music fan? Or is it kind of like you're taking it in, like the implications?
No. I disassociate. So the first time it hit me, I listened to Pressa Attachment,
Mm-hmm.
and I was vibing to that song, and then I started to realize, yo, this man's talking about like murking a man, right?
This and that on the
A
song.
specific man, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's a little close, because I'm always listening to US hip hop, and they're always talking about that stuff. But when it's close to home, though, it's like, oh shoot, that's like I know about that case. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know what I mean? So then it becomes like, oh shoot, right? But I try to disassociate, just listen to the music, enjoy the music. You know what I mean? Like even the Pressa album I was listening to on the way here actually, and I'm just like, yeah, he's saying some stuff, more of that same kind of, you know, you got the slug and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just vibing to the music, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And then, okay, the scene itself, right? The second part of the question, like, are you, like, we watched it come up and then kind of go down. What are your impressions on that, man? Like
the Toronto music scene?
the drill scene part.
The
of
drill
this.
part scene.
Yes.
The drill scene. I don't know, man. A lot of dudes like the Toronto accent, for example, right? I got no problem with it. I use it sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm from Toronto, from the city.
Mm-hmm.
But some of it doesn't sound. I don't know, man. Like on the
good
raps.
in music, right?
Yeah, good in music. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, they get the drill beat. I love drill beats, like those UK style drill or Brooklyn, whatever. UK is the originator.
Mhm.
I like those style of beats. All those bands kind of sound the same on it. But a good song's a good song. You know what I mean? Like now I'm at the point where I don't really have artists that I'm like, yo, that's a dope artist. It's like, oh, that's a dope song.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll go to the artist project and I'm like, okay, that was the dope song. You know
The
what I mean?
one.
And then you have others where it's the other way around, where it's like, and then I hear a song like, oh shoot, that's the same guy who I like I didn't like the other stuff, but I like this song. So now I just song for song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no real artist in the city that I'm really like, yeah, that guy. Pressa though, I'm starting to rate Pressa. I didn't like him on that leak track with Drake.
Really?
You didn't
Really?
like that,
I
yeah?
didn't. I like the track. I didn't like Pressa on the track.
Okay.
But this album is made up for Press Machine 2 has made up for it for me. So
Hey, man. Listen, man, Pressa, if you see this, yo,
he's not gonna be happy that
He's
They're gonna be like Pressa's police music.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be happy. So and honestly, that's part of the challenge. Like when you invited me on the show, I'm like, I don't want to, I am a police officer, but I don't want to like make these guys,
Fam,
Like,
you're a human being, fam. You're a fan of music.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, right? So
Yeah. And like I was saying before, bro, like I'm having outer body experience right now. Like
This is
I'm-
crazy.
Yeah, like there's such a divide in the hood and stuff like that, and I think this might even help to kind of bridge that divide, because I feel like a lot of men from the hood they're not even trying to be officers, and I think that's kind of what's needed.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think, because when I think about humanity, like there's always like opposites, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's always going to be like robbers and like cops and robbers, kind of like the Chiefs and Indians type
They need
thing.
each other almost.
You know what I mean? Like Batman and
yeah.
Joker type thing, you know? So
Yeah, I mean,
like there's no question. Like, I want to say, what do you think about that dichotomy?
that's just the way of life, right? There's always that's the yin and the yang, right? It's always gonna be there. So, you know what I mean? Keeps me employed, but obviously I want to make the city safer. You know what I mean? So
How do you balance your work life with your home life? Because I'd imagine that being a police officer is one of those careers that you take your work home. You can't really escape it.
it takes like you have to be intentional. You know what I mean? Because you're right. Like if you and therapy, like I do therapy, I have a therapist.
Nice.
I was always, growing up in the Caribbean culture and all that, I was kind of like, I don't want no therapy. And part of me still thinks I don't need therapy, but I was proactive in getting a therapist, because they tell you in the job, like, hey, make sure you get a therapist, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I was proactive in getting a therapist and making sure that I had that therapist, a phone call away or whatever, so that I can just do check-ins. Even if I feel everything's cool. Because they say a lot of this stuff that you do with policing hits you years later.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Like you deal with a dead baby, whatever, but then you're like, all right, I gotta stay on the job, so I gotta go. Like you deal with the baby, then you're like, go. And you do the next day, same kind of thing, and you don't have time to really process it.
Yeah.
And then years down the road, you just kind of snap, right?
PTSD.
Yeah. So I want to prevent that, obviously. So I've been making sure I see my therapist and all of that,
Yeah, because even with firemen, they say that the job affects your nervous system in such a way that like it affects your mental health going forward, PTSD. Some people will fall into alcoholism or different ways to cope. So do you feel like that with being a police officer, where your nervous system is constantly being pushed to the edge in like high risk situations?
So the hardest thing is when I'm on the job, there's something called a vigilance roller coaster, right? Or the hyper vigilant roller coaster. And it's like a diagram, like it shows, like when you're on the job, you're like up here. But then when you get home, it's easy to be like, I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like I just, like all that energy that I use on the job, when I get home, it's like,
You're
it's
drained.
Like, it's like, babe, can you wash a dish? It's like, I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the part I got to fight against, like getting back into being useful at home. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm writing that down. Hypervigilant roller coaster. That's a title right there.
I'm gonna start using that on my shorty. Like, babe, I'm just going through a hyper vigilant roller coaster. I can't even do it that right now.
It's like, what's wrong? Like VR thing.
But real talk, y'all. So y'all are here. You guys talk. You guys talk, right? Then maybe you get home, and your girl or whoever wants to like talk, and you're like, listen,
No facts.
I just spent hours talking. I'm not trying to talk right now. I'm trying to just,
Go on
smoke,
easy.
whatever y'all do, just chill, watch something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to talk right because I've been talking for hours.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how it is. Like when I'm vigilant at work, then I get home. It's like I don't want to be chasing kids. I don't want to be. Listen, man, I just want to chill.
Just
You know what I
want
mean?
to chill.
So
Speaking of chilling, weed is legal out here.
Mhm.
Are officers allowed to ball up?
on that one, I'm gonna say no comment.
Smart.
I'm just gonna say
Smart.
no comment.
Hold on.
I ain't mad at the question, but I gotta say no comment for that.
Nah, I respect it. I respect it.
Oh man. Okay. You guys have any more questions before?
I have like a couple more.
Okay, go for
So
it.
I used to work at Tim Hortons when I was younger.
Mhm.
And whenever an officer would pull up, usually it'd be two officers, we'd have to give them a free coffee. And I remember, I'm like 21, I'm like a little shit. And I'm like, why do we have to give them free coffee? They should pay like everyone else, whatever. But it was always a protocol, right? I'd be cheesed. I'm like, nah, we should charge these guys.
high grade hating right there.
Is that still a practice?
So most Tim Hortons that I go to when I'm on shift, they'll give us a free coffee.
Gee.
If you buy food or something, if you want food, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
And then some of them, if you want to get a specialized drink, then you gotta pay for that too.
Mhm.
But typically, most Tims around the city, you can typically get a free coffee if you're on duty.
What about the donut stereotype? Is that a real thing?
So I'll tell you this: people are always bringing donuts, man. Like you roll up to the station, and it's just like donuts just chilling at the front desk.
It's because the Simpsons, lie.
Nah, man, that was a stereotype before The
before then?
Simpsons, bro. Like it's always been a thing, fam.
So would you say you have donuts every day at work?
I mean, you don't have to take it, but it's always there.
But they're available.
They're always there. Because somebody, like what it is, like it's not like the station is buying the donuts. Like what it is like you hire somebody new, whether it's a cop job, like a officer job or a civilian job, and they want to make an impression, so they bring in donuts. You know what I mean? Like there's always people just paying fines, like they did something stupid, and it's like you gotta pay a fine, so they bring in the box of donuts. You know what I mean? So there's just always donuts there. You know what I mean? So,
What's the best donut for police officers? Like, what's the one where it's like, damn, we ran out of double chocolate? Like,
like the best type of donut or
Yeah.
the best like company? The
both,
best, like-
both. Let me hear both.
So Mr. Puffs.
Oh,
Puffs donuts.
jeez.
Those are
You came prepared with that answer.
Mr. Puffs.
Are you sponsored? You're sponsored by Mr. Puffs?
San Ramos
Mhm.
and Etobicoke, yeah.
Oh, so you guys just don't do Tim's. I assume just like
Nah, it's
Tim's
mo-
or Krispy
it's
Kreme. maybe.
mostly Tim's,
Mhm.
but every now and then a man will bring in like a Mr. Puffs, or if they're feeling like spending some money, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
talk about that Tim's like lowbrow. Talk about Mr. Puffs, man. The good shit.
If someone makes like a really impressive arrest, do they throw like a little pizza party or something?
nah. I mean, it does happen. It does happen,
Okay.
but I
It's
haven't
a
seen it happen
pizza
yet.
party.
So
So, do you guys have quotas, and do you guys actually have quotas every month?
we don't have quotas. That's a
myth?
That's a myth, but
Okay.
there is like
Targets,
Nah.
goals.
it's more so like if you're slacking as an officer in certain areas, like enough mans don't like giving tickets. Like enough officers, and that happens sometimes where it's like you might come across an officer and feel like, yo, why did he give me a ticket?
Yeah.
Enough mans don't like giving tickets. Some do, but enough officers don't like giving tickets. But what happens is, I haven't given a ticket in a while, and the boss start getting, hey, like you haven't given any tickets.
Like, what are you out there doing?
Yeah, what are you out there doing? You gotta get
Yeah.
tickets, right? So it's like, all right, I gotta go get some tickets.
If I get a ticket and I go to court, are man pulling up? Like, because I hear that officers don't pull up, and
So that's where it used to be. Now we're pretty much required to pull up, especially because it's on like
it's getting stringent.
it's on like Zoom court now.
They started cutting the budget. It's just
Yeah.
like, all right, guys.
No,
Yeah,
but you
so-
did make a good point about the Zoom court thing.
Oh, that's
Before
true.
it was like mans had to pull up. Like
Yeah.
now, bro, I could just do it in the office, bro.
Yeah. So typically we'll show up because it's like it's plug in, Zoom court, right?
Do it on your
If it's
phone.
traffic.
Pulling
Yeah.
up over the $25 ticket is crazy. Just allow me, fam.
Slow down.
Do you remember when you first started riding around in the police car
Mhm.
and seeing people's reception of when you see a cop car on road?
Listen,
Everyone switches
man.
up. What was that like?
Listen, when I drive to or from work, people don't want to let me in. I'm trying to get in. People are like,
Really?
whatever. When I'm in that police car, when you're in that police car,
Okay, I see.
everyone just gets out of your way.
Yep,
man.
yep.
And it's not like I'm
Both hands on the wheel. You're-
No, that's me, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
okay,
like you
I-
said,
I-
see
I-
people
I-
slow
not
down
like
around
you're-
you.
Like it's not
Put
like
your
I'm abusing
seatbelt
it.
on.
I'm not like abusing it. It just naturally happens. You know what I mean? Like you're in
Yeah.
the police car everyone's like just getting out of your way to let you in. You know what I mean? In your personal car, I can't get in. You know what I mean? So
Mans are honking you down when you're in your personal
Yep.
car. As soon as you pull out in the next whip, mans are like, "Hey, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I
Yep,
didn't
yep.
know. I didn't know."
Mans are turning into plazas they weren't even trying to go to just because a police officer was behind
nah,
them.
That used to be me.
Now,
Oh,
once they
man.
stopped doing the sticker on the license plate, that blessed me so hard. so.
Oh, that's what you'd get pulled over for?
Yeah, because they didn't. Oh,
invalid. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're giving them too much. We have an officer in the building.
Fire ticket, yeah.
Okay, we have you here. I want to see if we can get your opinion on some of the trending topics that we got going on in the scene. You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying? And a lot of them are real hip hop stuff. So I think you'll be able to give us a good point of view on stuff.
All right.
Starting off with Method Man. All right.
Mm.
I was playing Meth in the beginning of the show
Mhm.
because he had recently did an interview saying that they didn't like the Drake "It's Yours" song
Mhm.
or his Wu-Tang song.
I don't think they said they didn't like it. I think
He
they
couldn't
said
hear himself on it.
Yeah, that,
Mm,
exactly,
exactly.
exactly. Which I agree. I think that was the best decision because that album is like one of Drake's greatest albums,
It is.
and that song is goated as it is. I feel like if they tried to force it, it would have sounded. It
It's-
wouldn't have hit.
It's
Yeah.
two differing styles. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
I
wouldn't
agree, I
suit
agree.
Method Man.
I agree.
Yeah,
Mm.
and didn't they mention something about another version being out there? Like a version with a couple of Wu-Tang members on it?
I'm not sure.
I saw the interview with Method Man. I can't remember if you mentioned another version. But like Natural said, like I agree 100%, man. Like the song with Wu-Tang would have been total different vibe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been, to me, it would have come off like a vanity thing for Drake. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I got Wu-Tang on my album and I made them do my thing, but it's just like it wouldn't have matched, you know what I mean? So
Yo, is that the same album that he had "Don't Matter" with Michael Jackson?
No.
no,
okay,
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
That was
No.
Scorpion. That
No.
the Wu-Tang album was Nothing Was
Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I still think, like, they show him love and stuff like that, but somebody could have jumped on the tune, fam. Mind you, I'm happy that they didn't, right? I'm not trying to revise history and stuff like that, but like, bro, that's kind of a diss.
Is it?
Well, like he said,
Yeah.
mans are writing, but I feel like the mans that were writing, they weren't like
Feeling it.
rock, like it wasn't like the Rakim, or it wasn't Raekwon, it wasn't Method Man, it
You
wasn't.
said they were getting a You
was
God
You
verse.
God.
You know what I mean? So Drake is like, I'm cool off that still. So just clear the sample for me and be good.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Well, listen, man, I just thought that it was a weird thing for that to come back up into the cycle, bro.
But the youth them are trying to say that, oh, Wu-Tang fumble, generational fumble, blah, blah. Do you think that's a fumble on their side?
They're Wu-Tang Clan, bro. They're etched in hip-hop history. Like, they have the most popular logo in all of
Facts.
hip-hop.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Martin Shkreli is paid like $1 million for the album, right?
I think he paid $2.
Didn't Ghost like threaten him or something? I don't want to. I'm saying didn't they basically say like, yeah, we sold it to you, but don't play it? Like, kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the fact that you could have an album that you can go on an auction for millions of dollars, like, not getting a Drake feature is like the least of your problems.
Yeah.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So salute to Drake, same way, right? Because I think that song is fire. When I was playing it in the beginning of the show, even before when I was planning the show and I was playing it at home, I was like, I forgot how good this song is, man.
Mm.
But it isn't Wu-Tang, like, slinging swords, freaking kung fu type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you said you're a Drake fan.
Mhm.
I seen a Joe Budden clip recently where he's talking about Drake musically declined over like the past few albums. Like me personally, I love Her Loss. Like I love that
her
album.
last is dope. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I think of
For all the dogs.
you know, like and the one with the pregnant emojis on it.
It's,
CLB.
Yeah, CLB.
Certified Lover Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like his music got a little formulaic
Yeah.
and uninspired.
I think Drake, the type of artist he is, he put himself, the same thing that led to his success is now
His
kind of
demise.
becoming like a thing where it's like he does so much different styles. Like nobody, it's funny because on one hand, he's always formulaic,
Mm-hmm.
but then he's the one that does like 50 different styles, right?
Mhm.
But it's like now it's like, I don't know, like what he's giving people so much that they're like, what next? What next? And man's like, yo, what else do you want? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I gave you Afro beats, I gave you hip hop, I gave you R&B, I gave you freaking bounce, I gave you,
Mm.
So it's like no matter what he does at this point, it's gonna come off as oh, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The man's gonna have to do like, I think he does a Spanish thing. And it's like, oh, that's horrible. You know what I mean? Like,
He did the freaking Honestly Nevermind and everybody got pissed.
yeah, you know what I
And
mean?
it was still pretty good. It
I
was
thought that album was
still
pretty good. I thought that album was good.
His house.
When I first heard it, I was like, I hated it only because it was such a unexpected thing. I was like, what's this, right? Like, I don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Drake and I hear this. But then now that I put that aside, it's like, yo, this is a good album.
You
When that
appreciate
album
it.
dropped, I really liked that album, but because I like that kind of music,
I like that kind of music, but that's not what I
expecting from
From
Drake.
Drake.
And I feel like
right?
he didn't set the right expectations when he dropped it. So everyone was like, oh, he's about to go bar up. He's about to go bar up.
yeah.
And then it was just pure like
I love
grease.
that. I love that album though. But when I first heard it, I was just like, what's this, right? So yeah.
And you were saying how Drake has many different styles of, delivering music. What's your favorite style of Drake's artistry?
I like when he bars up,
Mhm.
just because I want him. It's like I want people to remember that he can.
It's like a
bar up.
reminder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are this whole thing. It pisses me off to no end. The whole Drake's not a writer. Nobody, Drake doesn't write his own stuff. That pisses me off.
But
That's
you don't think that like certain songs like Mob Ties and stuff being exposed that it was written for him kind of like
Yeah, but that's not even one of. So all the songs that have gotten exposed, none of them are him barring up.
you don't think Mob Ties is him barring?
Nope.
Nah, that's not him barring up.
He's more like floating on that
Yeah,
one.
just floating, right? Same thing with all the songs off of if Readiness is Too Late. He's floating, right?
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
Mob Ties, a lot of repetition on that.
yeah, there's no references.
But these are pivotal moments when he needed something to like prove himself. With the If You're Reading It's Too Late,
Yeah.
it was like right after the home. No, I remember what I think at that point people were like, okay, Drake is kind of falling off, da da da. And then like when he dropped If You're Reading It Was For Too Late, it kind of brought him to another level, So, and then with the Mob Ties, that was after the Pusha T thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like he kind of needed something to get the people favor again. So
yeah.
I feel like that kind of like puts a chink in his armor in like the writing sense.
I think the issue with Drake, like I said earlier, he does so much things. One of the things he tried to do was, it's like this. You got Superman versus the Flash, right? Superheroes, right? Maybe in a race, Superman might be faster than the Flash. But if you ask somebody who's faster, they're gonna say Flash. Why?
Flash.
Because that's all he does.
This is what he's known
He has
for.
to. He has to be better at running because that's literally all he does. Superman, when in fact Superman might be just as fast or faster, but they're not gonna give it to him because like, he can also fly. He can also
He's
shoot lasers,
strong,
he can also
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I feel like Drake doesn't get enough credit because he's judged by rules that it's not fair to judge him by. For example, I think Drake is a rapper, an excellent rapper, like spitting bars, but he's also an artist. What do artists do? I'm an artist. You get into a room, you have enough mans throwing around ideas. So I think Drake, the mistake he made, if it's a mistake, is he tried to be a rapper in hip hop and also tried to be a musician, like an artist that makes music the way that other non-hip hop artists make music.
But is that a mistake because it's gotten him
That's what I'm saying.
millions and
It's
millions of sales?
Technically, it's not a mistake, but
Yeah.
in hip hop, they're judging him by hip hop rules. You know what I mean? When he does more than hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Drake doesn't have a classic. Doesn't have a classic. He said it himself. A classic is just 10 of these on Sandra's Rose, whatever, right? Like he can never put out a hip hop classic album because he doesn't just do hip hop.
Yeah.
And if he put out a hip hop album that was just bars, that was considered a hip hop classic, it wouldn't sell as much, and they'd call it a failure, right?
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have his pop fans, he wouldn't have his bounce fans, he wouldn't have his, you know what I mean? So he's kind of painted himself in a situation where it's like the same things that led to his success are now kind of working against him in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So-
Yeah, natural.
Broski said Drake is Superman. I read the analogy though. That's a good analogy though. I'm just like,
That was a good
damn, bro.
analogy.
If Kendrick is the Flash, Kendrick can rap his face off really well. You know what I mean? Drake, now Kendrick fans are gonna hate that I said this.
Drake cannot rap as well as Kendrick though. So
I personally think you gotta judge them by different things, right? If we're talking about quotables, I think Drake has way more quotables. I think Drake has way more like similes, way more all that stuff. Kendrick is a storyteller. You know what I mean? But I'm not quoting Kendrick lines. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I hear that.
well, like the quotables, like those are like IG captions, and also I feel like those are easier to do.
Drake has more entendres.
You know, but I feel like those are easier to do. Like, oh, I shine bright like a light. Like a punchline. Anyone can do a punchline. You know what I mean?
Drake said, this is I don't know if this is a double entendre, whatever you call this, but it's an entendre on both sides. He said, "I'm on a roll like Cottonelle. I was made for all of this ish." Right. So you can take that. You can take that either way. You can say, "I'm on a roll like Cottonelle." Entendre right there.
Yeah.
Or you can say, like Cottonelle, I was made for all of this ish. It's an entendre on both ends. Drake does stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Kendrick do that, huh?
For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. You
Yeah,
know,
Kendrick can.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Natural had that ready in his back pocket, like action.
Kendrick can do that, but I feel like Drake does it in a way that it's like, it's listenable. Like it's more like,
yeah, more musical.
It's more musical.
Yeah, I agree.
So the ones that don't catch the bar are still just vibing to the song, and the ones that catch the bar, it's like, yo, I caught the bar.
I already could hear the audience. You just say that because you're police.
Nah, bro. The Russian the finish line.
Yeah.
People didn't catch that. You know what I mean? In the new leak, he said, they slap it together like Russian to finish. Slap it together like you're rushing to finish. But look on a map, Russia and Finland are slapped together. You know what I mean?
That's not a crazy bar.
That's
though.
a bar,
That's a
natural.
bar.
That's a bar, natural.
Oh,
You know it.
shit.
You know that's a bar.
Listen, man,
Stuff
I
like
might
that,
need,
right?
I might need to get you over here as a regular co-host, bro. You cooking today, bro.
I'm just saying, like, if you actually listen, like someone like me who's a little bit of an old head who actually appreciates bars, and I hear Drake, I'm like, people don't realize he got bars, man. You know what I mean? You got entendres, you got all of that. You know what I mean? But they don't rate it because they see him. Like I had a boy back when that song came out. What's it called? Tootsie Slide. I'm playing the song. This is before I'm a cop. I'm playing the song, and my boy's like, "Yo, why you playing that?" It's like Gyal song. Why you playing that song? It's like TikTok dancing Gyal song. I'm like, bro, are you actually listening to the lyrics? This man's talking about. You know what I mean? Like sliding through, right? Like, are you actually listening to the lyrics? You know what I mean? But people don't really listen, right? They just
goes over their head, man.
Yeah.
Listen, just to let you know, he watches the show, so salute to Drake. You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
before we get off the topic of Drake, in terms of like celebrities, sometimes when they come to the city, they have police escorts. Have you ever had to, provide policing services to a celebrity or had celebrity interaction?
Drake, not an escort, but thank you, Drake. You paid me once.
What?
Unknowingly.
Drake paying police.
No, I'm joking. It's just
I'm playing. I'm joking.
The Vibes Cartel, like I did the Vibes Cartel concert.
Sick.
So,
that was the night you were there then.
Yeah, I was there as
so
well.
OVO, like, obviously I'm joking when I say Drake paid me, but I mean like he paid the bill.
Yeah.
He facilitated that.
They have to have police,
You have to
right?
have police, right? So
Yeah. So you weren't there as one of those 100,000 cops that were there for the Kendrick concert.
I was about to say, so Kendrick didn't pay you too?
I wasn't there for the Kendrick.
Okay. See that's why. Broski, he can be paid off still. Don't let me start. I will drop some rigor mortis bars right now. Done any Drake thing.
Have you ever had to do the construction
all the time.
shifts?
All the time.
I be seeing y'all chilling.
Those are just we don't have to do those. Those are like, we call them paid duties. Like you're on days off. Like I'm on days off now. You want some extra cash? Sign up for a paid duty.
Oh, cool. It's like overtime almost in a sense.
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that's how that works.
Even Vibes Cartel, like that was like a paid duty. Like I'm on days off. Hey, I applied for that. I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go to Vibes.
Okay, so you see the construction from sun up to sundown. How come no progress is being made? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're there, you can see everything go on. And like I remember one time I passed by the construction by the Scotiabank Arena. I literally seen 2 mans working and like 10 men smoking cigarette. I'm like, oh, but
Nah, they be working. Man. They be working. It's just you probably caught them on a break, right?
Yeah, I caught them at the right time. So
Just give them I can't answer that question.
It's a no comment.
No comment. I didn't see nothing. Okay, I got a couple more topics over here. Did you guys see the Brown House, one of Natural's ops? They collabed with 6ix9ine. I'll pull this up on the screen over here.
the wire went through, eh?
City Boy JJ is not one of your ops, though. I swear remember we interviewed him?
No, but I dissed the brown you. I said they're the way suits.
Oh, yeah, you did.
None of them are ops, though. It's all jokes.
With the one and only
Big 6ix9ine, niggas know the vibes, man.
yeah, I'm Pump Fun Brown House.
Brown House without neon.
6ix9ine.
I'll play one more clip from here, from their videos here. This that happened. They're gonna link up with
Aiden.
Is that what they call you
Yes, sir. The Brown House.
I seen you guys do some shit with Nav. I seen that.
Yeah. We probably have a bunch of Indian fans. You should do a stream with them.
Hey, I'm with it. You guys, hey, y'all tell me what.
You want me to connect you through text?
Yeah. Put me in a group with. Who's the group?
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna play you a group text and then you guys figure it out.
The brown people group. Is that what they call
Okay,
you?
so right, so big moves going on with the Brown House guys. What are your thoughts on the streamers and everything over here in Toronto, man?
Me? I'm with it. I mean, it's not really my thing. Like, I'm not really like, I'm not gonna be the audience for like a Kai Cenat or whatever. But I respect it. They're getting their money. They're doing their thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Gentlemen, you guys have any thoughts?
Sorry,
on this?
those are your boys.
First of all,
how much do you think they paid for that 6ix9ine pull-up?
I don't even think they paid, bro. And
Nah, they definitely. Yo, the man is like literally facing house arrest and things. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure. I can't speak on that.
You think he's leaving? You think he's leaving to go chill with brown incels for free?
No clue. I wouldn't say they're incels either. But what I do want to say is a couple things. One, City Boy JJ from Scarborough, right? The rest of them are from America.
City Boy JJ, he's lit though. He gets big,
So-
yo. He gets
so-
big. I won't put that on his jack.
Oh, now you backtracking.
I won't put that on his jack. But the rest of them, like, they have like, they look like neons, bro.
But what I will say is that they have a fan base, especially in America. And what City Boy JJ did was he built clout in Toronto and then he left. He went to the States, right? And now he's kind of in this like almost like an AMP or like one of those like content creator squads, like a sidemen or something. And they're making so much moves. And you saw the moment he met 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine's like trying to connect him with Aiden Ross. I'll put you guys in a group chat. Like America, I feel like they move like that where it's like they want to foster those connections. Like, oh, we'll do it quick. Let's do it quick. You guys have to hop on the stream.
Fam, they're doing that because 6ix9ine is thinking, okay, I just got a bag from them. If I foster a deal where Aiden Ross could get on stream, he's gonna get a percentage of that, bro.
But even being able to afford 6ix9ine,
I know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that like it's business. Like money talks all the time.
We don't know if they paid for sure. I mean, we can presume, but even then, just the visibility.
It's not a bad thing. Yo, Vlad pays for all of his interviews. Vlad paid 6ix9ine, bro.
Facts, yeah.
He said that was the most he ever paid for.
The most he ever paid for a guest.
But I also feel like 6ix9ine, because he's new in the streaming game, he's trying to collaborate with pre-existing streamers, and they have like kind of an existing fan base. So I wouldn't be surprised if 6ix9ine also saw the benefit in doing a collaboration with them.
Yeah. And also I want to point out what you were talking about with City Boy JJ with the move that he made. That's the move, bro. I advise any artist, content creator, anybody who's just trying to do something from out of Canada, over here in Toronto, anywhere in Canada, build up your audience here. And then splurt, bro. Go right away and go fucking meet up with somebody over there in America. Because look, as soon as he links up with the Brown House, he's over there with 6ix9ine, and now he's going to be there with Aiden. Like, bro, you're not going to get those moves done over here in Canada.
And he was with Nav as well. And I think what JJ realized is that he kind of hit a cap in the Toronto market where it's like, you're already kind of infamous. Like everyone knows you. Every time he goes out, people recognize him. So it's like, it's not going to get any better than this here. I got to take my talent somewhere else.
So the Brown House is not in Canada?
No. Those guys are from Houston, I believe.
Oh, okay. I thought these were all the Toronto men. So like Soraya is not over there with them.
No. It's just JJ.
It's just JJ.
I actually met them once when they came here because they were doing like auditions for the Brown House at Yonge and Dundas. So they came from America.
That's hilarious.
And I think one of them was from Houston, the other one's from New York, but they're all like different brown creators. And like their fan base, because like brown man's like they support, you know what I'm saying? So they have Indian fan base, they have Indian Canadians, they have Indian Americans, so it's just like a strong movement.
It's money in the bank. And you, Dru, you've been in America moving around like with the rap stuff. Some of the ways, like the difference between over there and over here, like the opportunity.
It's exactly what you said, Natural. Like I went to South by Southwest, literally walking down the street. Mans are just like, hey, I saw you on stage. You like, here's my card, like it's network, you know what I mean? Here it's like, I was doing my thing here for years and nothing was going on, you know what I mean? Once I started going to the States, totally different. And you're rubbing shoulders, like, I remember rubbing shoulders with Wyclef and all of them. People are just, Coil Ray. I remember I went to E3C or whatever in Atlanta and someone just came up to us, yo, what are you guys doing tonight? Saw a bunch of us hanging out. What are you guys doing tonight? My new artist. I'm trying to get people to show up for a show. Ended up being Coil Ray.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So people are just like hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Networking, very different from here. Very different.
We got to make that move soon, man. Trust me, bro. Don't worry, I'm gonna get my waiver and we're gonna get the hell out of here.
I have to get a waiver as well because
You can help us with that.
Because I was traveling to the States enough as well, you know, but because I was either driving in or flying in from other countries, I was getting through. But the one time I was booked in Miami and I tried to fly from YYZ, I guess because once you're on the manifest of the flight, they pre-check everybody, and then once they pre-check you, they seen that I had certain things from before, and then it was bad.
No. Well, salute to the Brown House. Okay, and keep doing your thing, guys. Okay, there's something I seen over here on the news that was kind of crazy. This and I'm glad that we have an officer in the building, right? That can maybe give us his opinion on this. This woman dog bit somebody a year ago. Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the clip because she just got sentenced to a year.
Because her dog bit somebody?
Yes.
Was it a pit bull?
I think so.
Oh,
Okay,
that might
so
be
then,
why.
yeah.
So,
They're illegal out here, right?
I think so.
I know bare people with pit bulls.
Don't say that around Constable Dunkley.
A year in jail and 3 years of probation today.
Damn.
She's also been barred from owning a dog for 10 years. Sierra had pleaded guilty to criminal negligence, causing bodily harm, and failing to prevent a dog from biting a person. The court heard that she had previously been ordered to keep her dog muzzled in public, but took
that
it
is
to
a pit.
playground that was off limits to dogs and removed its muzzle and its leash. A Toronto woman whose dog attacked
So,
and seriously
gang.
injured a child.
Warranted. And
Let's start. Yeah,
It's an open and shut case.
I mean, there's multiple violations going on there. You know what I mean? Dog wasn't supposed to be there.
Nope.
Off the leash, muzzle off. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, if I remember correctly, she didn't stick around. Is that true?
Whoa.
And the way she was built was a violation too. Right? That's what I know he can't say that, but I'm gonna just put that in there.
added a couple months.
Oh man. Okay, so we're all in agreement that I think, and maybe this the conservative side of me, they want a little light on a year, fam. The dog been a kid, fam.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess. But the
But
idea.
a year in the bin is a long time, bro. Like,
Bro, you could have killed the youth, dog.
but she didn't, you know. Like then, and I think I seen a picture. It was like it wasn't that heavy of like a bite. You know what I mean? So like, I think a year was justified still.
Plus, she can't own a dog again, and something probably that dog. Who knows what happened to that dog? Probably got.
Yeah.
She probably have to pay a restitution or something for like whichever hospital charges or whatever.
But it's pretty crazy that you can be held responsible for your animal's actions.
I think it's because she was ordered for it to be muzzled, and she let it off the muzzle and the leash where dogs were specifically prohibited or whatever.
Well, listen, man, I don't know, bro. This part of me felt that they were a little bit light on her, but the 10 years not being able to own a dog, I guess that might be the extra, the icing on top. You know
Some of these dog people be wild. Oh, they don't bite. They don't. So how do they eat their food if they don't bite? Like don't tell me that because they always try to get that off on
They
me.
all bite.
Literally.
Yeah, technically. Every dog bites.
Well, salute to the real dog owners out there who are not letting their dogs out there biting people up.
The responsible dog owners.
Exactly.
Yo, even by my condo sometimes, like, okay, I was balling up on my balcony and then it was probably like 2, 3 a.m. Someone was walking their dog and then their dog did their do, you know what I mean? They try to walk off and leave the do right. So I had to page them, you know what I mean, from my balcony, and then they went and dealt with it. But I'm like, yo, this is, because we're downtown, it's a nice condo too, but you know.
Is that an arrestable offense?
What in particular?
Or even leaving the shit on a freaking lawn type shit.
Like not picking up your dogs.
It's more like a bylaw thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, have you ever had to shut down a house party?
I haven't. I've gotten calls where, noise complaints, whatever, but it's always just like all right, keep it down kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, you're cool about it.
But I'm only 2 years in, you know what I mean? So we'll see where things go. But so far, just a lot of, you get your noise complaints, whatever, so.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more story for us here. Crooked lawyer said, kill the drivers. This is how I have it titled.
That's a clickbait title.
I'm sorry, Dennis. We're going deep into the law right now.
Oh.
So
I think I know this one.
Now it's based on that whole Ryan Weddings case, okay?
Oh.
right? They've been saying, because right now, and I don't need to pull up the Reddit stuff. It's just an article that they have from the Toronto Star. They're saying that this lawyer, the guy Deepak, because he's in jail for saying to kill 2 witnesses that got killed a while back, right? And they actually got the wrong people when they did the murking. But now they're saying that there was way more than that. They're saying that this guy was like in a group chat with them on a day-to-day basis, giving them advice. And they said, yo, some of their drivers got caught up in some shit and got locked up. And he told the man, yo, get rid of the drivers too. This is a lawyer, fam. I don't know. I don't have any questions. I'm just shocked, bro. Like, I can't believe this is a lawyer.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
You guys know our show Better Call Saul? Saul Goodman. Breaking Bad.
It's all good, man.
But there are actual lawyers out there that do be ambulance chasing and they do be finessing. Like, literally, their job is to learn the law and figure out the ways around it.
To manipulate it.
You know what I mean? So, but certain things like, yo, there's no getting around this. You just have to murk everybody involved, you know? Like, not saying that's what people should do. Obviously, like, that's morally not good. You know what I mean? But these people are protecting million, maybe sometimes multi-million-dollar businesses.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask a question that maybe Dennis can get in on as well. Like, are you surprised at Canada being one of the biggest drug distributors in the world?
The only reason why I'm not so surprised is because of our proximity to the U.S.
Interesting.
Because of our proximity to the U.S. It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If not for that, I'd be surprised. But yeah, because we're so close to the U.S., it kind of makes sense, right? So
yeah, because from this case right here, it's revealing like we're way heavier in the game than I thought, fam. Like our reputation for being the nice country and Mr. Friendly country, like I don't know, it might be changing to the most export friendly country. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like it's because. I don't want to say because of social media, but we have access to much more information now where I feel like Canada was able to kind of control the PR where it's like, oh no, we are the nice guys and we don't enter wars and we don't do anything bad. Where like, as time goes on, we realize like even last year, all the bodies, like the native bodies that were uncovered under the school or whatever, and we do realize that Canada does have a dark history and maybe even a dark present too.
Definitely a dark present.
You know, listen. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm saying I talk about it all the time. Like people say, "Oh, Canada's not racist." I said that's because all the black people live in the city. Now that the cost of living's gone up, we're gonna start moving out to them like rural areas, and then we're gonna see more racism, right? Because they're gonna be like, "Yo, we left the city to you guys. We left and went out there.
White flight, yeah.
And now you're coming. And now you're coming out there. You know what I mean?
So Orangeville's gonna become Blackville. Noirville.
So there's a lot of things, yeah, man. There's a lot of things that, you know, Canada gets a rap for being so good, you know, so nice and so good. Whatever we're gonna start seeing, you know what I mean?
Have you ever experienced racism as a police officer?
As a police officer, I wouldn't go as far to call it racism, but I've had situations where I've gone to calls and people are like, "Oh, we don't." I had one where someone's car got stolen, and I showed up, and I'm talking to the owner of the car. And he's kind of like side-eyeing me and like I'm asking him the questions that all officers have to ask. You know what I mean? Like, where do you keep your keys? Where do you da-da-da? What da-da-da? You know what I mean? Why are you asking that? Why are you asking where I keep my keys? Why you asking that?
You're trying to steal his cars.
Yeah.
It's like it's already gone, bro.
Yeah. And then a next cop, a detective, Persian guy, just like this guy, comes up, whatever, and he starts talking to the guy, and he's mad on my behalf. He's like, yo, like he's getting mad at this guy on my behalf. Like, why are you talking to him like that? You know what I mean? Like, you're not talking to me that way. So, you know, every now and then you'll get something like that where I don't know if it's like it's not really overt racism, but you know.
Like bias
or bias and stuff like that, right? So
yeah. Well, listen, man, I think I'm not gonna delve any more into the criminality questions and stuff like that.
I'm way crazier going. I'm like, let me just keep it calm. So I don't want Broski to lose his job.
We'll take it easy today, you know what I'm saying? But listen, do you guys have any more questions before we end this?
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite Christian rappers?
My favorite Christian rappers. So there was a guy, these are people I know for the most part, but a guy named Bizzle, a guy named Dayton. So Dayton is a beast. This guy, Eminem, like he's worked with Eminem. Eminem has hit him up. This guy, he was a battle rapper. So you see him on 106 and Park and stuff like that. Dayton, he's crazy. Who else at this point? I'll be honest, it's been a while since I listened. I'm not as churchy as I used to be. I'm not really, you know. But Lecrae is a given. Lecrae is, you know, he's Lecrae.
Yeah, the goat.
Andy Mineo, you throwing him up there?
Andy Mineo, I had an interaction with Andy Mineo. It's funny.
Really?
When he came to Toronto, or it wasn't even Toronto, it was like, I actually rapped about one of my songs. And this is when I was first trying to get into the music. And my boy Promise, he introduced me to Andy.
Salute to Promise.
Oh, you know Promise?
Yeah.
Oh, I've known that guy for like 20 years, right?
Mm.
He's the one that gave me my stage name, actually.
Okay.
But anyways, and he's the one that told me about Drake too.
Wow.
He's the one that introduced me to the whole Drake thing. But anyways, so Promise introduces me to Andy, and Andy's like, I'm like, hey man, can we build? Can we whatever? And he's like, well, it's gonna be kind of hard since I'm in New York and you're in Toronto. I'm like, yeah, but you know, maybe we could just talk whatever he goes. I'll tell you what, if your music picks up, then we'll see, right?
Mm-hmm.
I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it, but at the time I'm like, damn, this guy's just kind of
gatekeeping me.
Yeah,
That's that Christian elitism, you know what I mean?
But I understand how much people he must have coming up to him,
Exactly.
especially at that time, you know, saying the same thing. Probably just like, all right, man, just, you know. So
Let's link. Everybody wants to
Everybody
link.
wants to link,
No,
right?
Yeah. Damn, bro. You
I-
got brushed off by the Christian rapper, bro.
I do have one more question
Uh-huh.
because you mentioned that there's different like tiers of being an officer.
Mhm.
So like, do you want to kind of like rank up in a certain, like, do you want to become like detective, lieutenant?
For sure. So I got on the job a little older, so I feel like my window was not as long as some others.
Mm.
But I definitely want to follow my uncle's footsteps. He was a homicide detective. I don't think I want to go homicide necessarily, but you never know. But I'm definitely detective minded.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You pull up like Law and Order with the long jacket and stuff.
Yeah. I want to be a detective. You know what I mean? But you never know. I'm doing a lot more things like this right here, so I'm kind of getting funneled into like the community stuff,
PR, public relations,
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe that's where I'm going to end up. But you know,
Hey, maybe start
We'll
a
see.
podcast, bro.
you never know.
You
never
guys
know,
have
right?
a podcast, right? Isn't there a Toronto police podcast
It got shut
already?
down.
Did- I didn't even know that. Did it?
There was the two Muslim guys that were doing
That's
the
right,
podcast.
that's right.
And it got
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
down.
Oh, there was like
That's
a
right.
controversy,
Yeah.
right?
They're chatting the
that's right.
things, eh?
Grand opening, grand closing, bro. Yeah. But yeah, if you ever want to start a podcast, holla at your boy. I'll help you out
All
behind
right,
the
all right.
scenes. You know what I'm saying? Do you have anything coming up music-wise and stuff like that? Because we never forget you are an artist first. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I when I became a cop, I pretty much decided to, you know, put the music aside, and then the viral video happened and everything came out of that. So you never know. You know what I mean? But I still hear like instrumentals and I'm like, yo, like I start like, you know what I mean? Vibing, whatever, and I still have it in me, you know what I mean? So
And I'm sure there are other police officers that can rap or like used to rap, right? Like, or is it just you?
I'm sure there is too. I haven't come across them. I'm sure they're out there.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
If they pop up, bro, end that, bro. Get into the booth, right? And we might have to see a rap battle between two
Listen,
cops.
man.
Ooh,
Listen,
I'm here
man.
for it, bro.
Did you have to ever fire your weapon?
I have not.
Okay.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
aside from training,
Okay.
obviously I fired all the time for training, but I never had to fire it on the job. So thankfully,
In your whip, you have the shotgun and everything as well?
we got a shotgun. I got a C8, which is like a rifle. You know what I mean? Obviously, we have taser. We got all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yo, if anyone wants to see me get tasered, just give me a badge still. I'll do it on live. Give me a badge. we'll bring our lovely officer back to demonstrate.
No, man.
This is how you get tased.
But funny enough, we used to have a taser in our basement. I don't know how we had it. I think like low key. I'm not gonna say how we had it or whatever. And then my older brother, he was messing around with him, and then he accidentally tased my sister.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Oh,
But it wasn't serious. It was like a quick take. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was bad. Still. It was bad.
Don't worry. Wait, is there a statute of limitation in Canada?
We have statute of limitation. We have the criminal code.
Okay.
We have obviously the Charter of Rights. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's different things. I don't know about that specific statute of limitations.
Yeah.
That's above me.
Careful there, Nacho.
I was about to go. I was about to start everything I did in 2005 when I was a YN.
Yeah, I know, right? So let's save those stories for another day. Well, listen, brother, thank you for coming through here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Having this episode with us, man. And listen, man, thanks for supporting the show too. Because when we talked online, like you're like, yo, I watched the show. I was like, sick, right? And wifey watches the show too, so super appreciated, man.
Salute.
Yeah, thanks for being a good sport. This is actually very insightful in some ways. Too.
Yeah,
appreciate you guys having me on. Hey, can I spit some bars, man?
Yeah.
Hell yes!
You gonna throw an instrumental or acapella?
You could do
it could be acapella.
Let's go.
It's been a while, so hopefully I still but all right. To be H, I had a crazy past. Say congrats to me today for having made it past. I'm blazing past the expectations that were laid. In fact, I made the class they said I wouldn't make. I passed with A's at that. Raise a glass, I passed the place. The pattern placed me at the pace of travel. Had me mad, discouraged as the race began. But steady does it. Many doesn't have embraced the brand. I check my X and my Instagram. I have some faithful fans. Listen, how do we get here? Let's retrace the steps. I've been around the block, so y'all gonna show my name respect. I started off slow, but got to running man, and now they try to clone my DNA as if I'm Jango Fett.
Jeez.
Hey, Boba, I grew up listening to Hova and Kanye before the bipolar disorder. But when I'm saying you should watch the throne, can't no rapper solve the world's problems? Look to God alone.
Hold on. Air horns there.
That's fine. I'll say based on your flow and your lyricism. Have you heard Rigor Mortis by Kendrick Lamar?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that song.
So do you think that's top tier lyricism?
Yeah. So listen, don't get me wrong. I'm a Kendrick fan. I just rate the boy
differently.
A lot higher,
that's fair. That's fair.
I rate the boy a lot higher.
What you just did, that was impeccable. So I wasn't expecting you to go off like that. So that was
I usually
crazy.
do more melodic rap.
Yeah.
But I started out with the
bars.
Yeah, you have to bars up real quick. So I rate
Yeah,
it. I rate it.
Those Bex came through. Holy.
Yeah, that flow was crazy.
Appreciate
man.
it.
Thank you. Let's run some music for the road here. And since you said, at first I wasn't okay, not sure if you were okay with the song.
Bro was scared to run the tune.
But now we can run the tune. You know what I'm saying?
I read it. I just have to say, like post George Floyd times, the PR for cops is crazy. During COVID time, but I feel like now because a lot of people are trying to defund the police and stuff, and it didn't work.
Listen,
crime went up crazy. Everything went bad, So people kind of, I feel like there's a little bit more respect for, I guess, like the need of police in the city.
Man, defund the police to me is a joke because they were saying defund the police and send in the social workers and whatever, right? They created those like Toronto crisis community services. They show up to calls, but they can't when a person is waving around a gun or a knife.
Exactly.
Do you want them or do you want
your
police,
bulletin
right?
board?
Do you want them or do you want police, right?
So how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, exactly. Right? So,
no, we need police, man. Police.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.